this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder that Capital One Bank Guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also tell you about how Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bankguy. Capital One N.A., member FDIC. Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage, because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more.
Hey everyone, it's me, Josh, and for this week's SYSK Selects, I chose Lion Taming. This one came from our Summer of Sam, chosen by Sam Teagarden, who went on to become Sam the Intern, who will probably go on to become Sam the How Stuff Works employee at some point. And I want you to take particular note of the segment where we talk about how The Simpsons are known to predict the future. It's an excellent example of how connected our episodes are across the years. Or it's an example of us later unwittingly rehashing info we've already covered. At any rate, it's a good episode about an interesting topic, so I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh Clark. There's Charles W. Chuck Bryant. This is Stuff You Should Know. Yeah.
This, Josh, is another episode of the Summer of Sam.
Oh, this kid is good.
Yeah, our friend Sam Teagarden is programming our show here and there.
Hey, Sam.
And Samson and How Lion Taming Works, which is also written by Debbie Ronka, my buddy.
Yeah.
From New Jersey.
Yep.
Roller Derby Debbie, as I call her. I don't call her that.
No, you don't?
I call her Deb. She's my old friend. If I call her Roller Derby Debbie.
You did it perfectly the first time.
Yeah, Roller Derby Debbie. That would just get difficult.
Sure. Yeah. Well, right on. This one's just going to be great then. Because it was a good article, too.
That's right. And you can read Debbie's awesome blog at freakgirl.com.
That's quite a plug.
Thank you.
And then where are we at with Sam? So Sam has now selected How Lion Taming Works. What was the first one?
I can't remember. It was a couple of weeks ago. He's done two.
Man, it was awesome.
But we actually recorded a couple that he had not heard yet that he also had on his list.
Oh, good.
Just by chance.
Are we going to attribute those to him?
No. Just the ones that we saw afterward. But anyway, thanks, Sam. This is a good one.
Nice. Well put, Chuck.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. I have a bit of an intro. Have you ever heard the idea that The Simpsons have a tendency to predict the future?
No.
Okay. Well, let me enlighten you.
All right.
There was an episode called Homer, H-O-M-R, Season 12, Episode 9. Excellent episode. It's where Homer, basically, they find out that Homer has a crayon stuck in his brain.
A what? A crayon?
A crayon.
Yeah, I remember.
From childhood.
Yeah.
And they remove it, and his IQ just immediately doubles.
Classic.
In 2007, years after Homer, a German lady, age 59, was going to get surgery to cure her chronic headaches. Mm-hmm. They found a pencil that was stuck up there from childhood.
Did she stuck up there?
Yeah.
Wow.
When she was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And apparently forgot. They removed the pencil. She's fine.
People are wacky.
Yeah, but isn't that weird?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Here's another one. Let me see what you think about this. Homer in the Treehouse of Horror 19.
Ooh, definitely didn't see that one.
Really?
Nah, I quit watching it after a certain point.
That's season 20.
Okay.
He goes to vote for Obama on election day, and the it's a takeoff of Diebold, the voting machines.
Yeah.
That had so many problems.
Yeah.
He goes to vote for Obama, and instead it starts voting a bunch of times for McCain.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So the next, I guess that year, a woman from West Virginia said that she checked the box next to Obama and it just automatically switched over to McCain.
Really?
This is after this thing came out, okay?
Yeah, which would mean it's predicting.
Probably most chilling is comes from Springfield with the S spelled as a dollar sign.
Mm-hmm.
The subtitle is or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Legalized Gambling. Season 5, Episode 10, Springfield Gets a Casino.
I remember
Mr.
this
Burns Casino. Great one.
Yeah.
And in it are two characters who are obviously based on Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
And they're with their white tiger, Anastasia.
Yeah.
She loves the city, yeah?
Yeah.
And Anastasia flashes back to when she was caught in the wild by Siegfried and Roy, who shot her with a tranquilizer gun, and spits out her little bubble pipe and her little beanie and attacks one of them.
Yeah.
This is a full 10 years before the attack of Roy Horn in 2003 during a show at the Mirage in Las Vegas, where one of their white tigers attacked him. Montecore attacked Roy.
That's right.
And basically just ended their career right then.
Yeah, I think on that one, like if you're going to write a Simpsons episode aping Siegfried and Roy, what else are they going to do? You're going to have the lion eat him.
Okay.
Or the tiger, I'm sorry.
You raise an excellent point here, Chuck.
But it's still remarkable.
It is, but you raise a very good point. And the point is, I think everybody who sees someone interacting with the tamest wild animal you could possibly imagine still will not be surprised if that animal kills the person.
Yeah.
Because, as Jack Hanna put it, very appropriately, I think, and Jack Hanna, he was the original Steve Irwin, right?
Yeah, sure.
He said, you can train a wild animal, but you can never tame a wild animal. And that's a really big, important point in the world of, I guess, lion taming.
Yeah, and another famous lion trainer / tamer, we're going to probably interchange those words, said you can't tame a lion because if you did, that there would be no act.
Yeah, okay.
Like part of the act and part of the thrill of this for people is the fact that these are wild beasts, and if it was a penguin,
right,
it wouldn't be very exciting.
No, it wouldn't.
Although, I'd like to see that.
A trained penguin?
Well, yeah, putting your mouth in it, a head in its mouth, and cracking the whip. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be. It would be really mind-blowing if the penguin was dressed like a lion tamer and you were treating it like a lion. Okay, I've got another lion tamer quote for you then, smart guy.
All right.
Gunther Gebel-Williams.
Yeah, he was the one I saw growing up.
Okay.
At the Ringling Brothers.
He said a wild animal is like a loaded gun. It can go off at any time.
Yeah.
So let's end the intro with that.
Okay.
Let's talk about lion taming. You brought up a really good point, Chuck. If you are in this world these days, it's not lion tamer, it's lion trainer.
Yeah.
Or wild animal trainer.
Yes.
Because none of these people think that they have a tame animal on their hands.
No, it's sort of the hubris of some of these early jerks that we'll talk about right now. 1819 was kind of when it all got going.
Yeah.
A Frenchman named Henri Martin.
Hey to our French listeners.
He was a retired horse trainer, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to try and work with a tiger, which is very different than what anyone's ever seen before. And he had a method where he worked himself into the cage little by little, like just my presence, then I'll stick an arm in, then I'll stick my head in.
Take a couple of scratches.
Yeah, here and there. And then eventually he found himself earning the trust of the big cats over time, and he would find himself completely in the cage. So he was the first dude, period, I think. First American.
He was the first known, what you would call lion tamer.
Yeah. First American was a guy named Isaac van Amberg, and he was around in 1833, and he was what I meant when I said jerks, because he would apparently like beat these cats with crowbars and use very violent tactics.
Yeah, and he had a pretty good excuse for it, or justification, didn't he?
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was a biblical guy, and he would actually act out biblical scenes with these animals. And his big defense was Genesis 1:26. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over everything creeping that creepeth upon the earth.
Creep.
And I just like the Bible saying creepeth.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And it just kind of goes on. It's like really, it's one big run-on sentence. And you can't help but wonder if Van Amberg would say the whole thing. Or he'd just be like, just read Genesis 1:26.
Yeah, his his finishing move was sort of insult to injury after he would do all this stuff. And of course, he's not beating them with a crowbar in front of people. But apparently that's how he trained them to begin with, out of fear and injury. And he would finish his shows by making the lions lick his boots.
Oh, man, what a jerk.
I know, after all that, after suffering at his hands.
You know what would have been awesome would be to see the steam man of the prairie beat the tar out of Van Amberg.
Yeah. You can reference our exoskeleton cast for that one. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen Fast, Cheap, and Out of Control?
No. Is that about robots?
Oh, you got to see that. It's Errol Morris documentary, and it was about a topiary gardener, a robot scientist, and a lion tamer, and how all these things sort of intertwined. Oh, there was one more, a mole rat specialist. And in the movie, Dave Hoover was the lion tamer, and Errol Morris also worked in, because Hoover was a huge fan of Clyde Beatty.
Yeah.
And Errol Morris worked in this old black and white footage, and Clyde Beatty was almost the fifth character of that documentary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Okay, I have a really good wild animal tamer documentary.
All right, let's hear it.
Yumi introduced me to this one. It's called Cat Dancers. Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh, my gosh. It's so heartbreaking. It's ridiculous.
Really?
It's about this group of people who, like, have their own thing going on and love one another and love their big cats.
Uh-huh.
And then just things keep going wrong.
Oh, really?
It's a really great documentary. It's one of the best I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow. You know, I'm going
I'll
to throw
see.
this one out there, too, as one of my favorites. So.
Okay, go ahead.
No, Fast, Cheap, and Out of Control.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, there. It's both on the table.
It's crazy, though, that this podcast features two of our favorite documentaries.
Yeah. Fast, Cheap, and Out of Control and Cat Dancers. Look for a quiz question on that one.
And you can get those on Netflix.
Exactly.
So Clyde Beatty, who was Dave Hoover's hero, was around in the 1920s. He used a pistol and a whip
Yeah.
to keep things in line, and I think the pistol was like a sound scare,
Sure.
less than like a threatening thing.
Right. You go through a lot of lions shooting him in the chest.
That's right.
It gets expensive. But he was performing at this, the peak of this, lion tamer is, you think of an old-timey lion tamer. The peak of the appreciation from the public.
Sure.
Because a lot of these guys, they shaped the public expectations, but they were also responding to them.
Yeah.
And the public has had a role in shaping how lion tamers, lion trainers interact with their cats. And Beatty was kind of the last of the pistol shooting, whip cracking chair guys.
The old guy?
Yeah.
Hoover actually explains the chair, and Debbie's right on the money.
Yeah.
If you've ever wondered why they point a chair at a lion, it's because apparently these big cats have a one-track mind, or they're single-minded, and so the 4 points of the chair legs confuse it.
Yeah.
And that's what Hoover said, so I believe it.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've got Henri Martin, who starts everything out very gently, using trust.
Yeah.
And basically just exposing himself to these large cats.
He did trust falls,
Right.
and the cat would catch him.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Van Amberg coming along, Isaac Van Amberg, basically just beating the tar out of these things.
Yeah.
And using a very different method, fear. And Clyde Beatty kind of carries that torch. And then after Beatty, things change. And you have modern lion trainers like Siegfried and Roy, Gunther Gebel-Williams. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
You're the German speaker.
Gunther Gebel-Williams?
Oh, you just made my eye bleed.
Yeah, he, like I said, he was the one that was very big in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up.
Right, and apparently he was in an American Express commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with a leopard hanging over him.
The Don't Leave Home Without It days, probably?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
But so you have this kind of transition to the modern lion trainer, which was actually a circle back to the beginning.
A little more genteel.
Well, not just that. It's like using trust.
Yeah.
Not using beatings.
Yeah.
and basically just spending time with your animal to let it get to know you.
Yeah, and the whip they use, even if you see a whip these days, they're not whipping the animal. The whip is just to sort of like, hey, this is my space, this is your space.
Yeah. My space is over here.
Exactly.
Your space is over there.
Hey everybody, here's a fact for you. In the United States, there is a break-in every 26 seconds, and that means that somewhere right now, an intruder is getting closer. And the problem with most security systems is that they only alert you after the break-in has started, and that's too late.
Well, that's what makes SimpliSafe different. They use alerts. SimpliSafe's US-based live agents, they identify threats on your property and help deter them before they actually break in. So the intruder never gets into your house. The crime is stopped before it even starts.
That's right. And another great thing about SimpliSafe is they have no long-term contracts. They give you peace of mind and great value with their monitoring deterrence plans because they just start at about $1 a day.
Yeah, SimpliSafe sent us a setup years back, and I still use mine every day.
Yeah, and apparently setup, you can do it by yourself in under 30 minutes, so it's a really good value and it doesn't take long.
So if you want to experience the SimpliSafe peace of mind, you can take advantage of the SimpliSafe discount offered to Stuff You Should Know listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/stuff. That's half off at simplisafe.com/stuff. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. You know, it's hard to believe that the first phone call ever happened over 150 years ago. Just think about that, Chuck.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I'm Gen X, so I grew up talking on the phone with my friends in high school and stuff, and it was a really fond memory.
And over all these years and all these phone calls, AT&T has been there, connecting people in meaningful ways. And this is more than a story of technological innovation. It's a story of human connection.
That's right. Over that 150 years, there's been a lot of connection with people, whether it was me in high school or family connecting with one another long distance or those long distance relationships. And AT&T has been there for it all. Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
So let's talk about the psychology of all this stuff. Yeah?
Animal psychology.
And people psychology.
What?
Because it's really not that much different. B.F. Skinner is a person psychologist, very famous one.
Yeah, he created the Skinner box.
That's right.
And raises children in it.
Oh, is that what's his face?
Huh?
I don't know. I thought you were talking about the kid that was kept in isolation. Arthur?
Oh, baby Albert.
Albert.
No, that's totally different.
Okay.
That was fear extinction that they were studying.
Gotcha.
This is conditioning that Skinner was all about.
So operant conditioning is what we're talking about, and that's basically connecting a behavior with a signal and giving the animal a reward.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a 1, 2, 3 cycle.
Yeah, it's basically saying you did something that's even remotely close to what I want you to do, so here's some food. And now you have the animal's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, where did that come from?
Right.
Now, you kind of shape that behavior where it's come on, let's try turning to the right. And then if they move to the right, they get a little bit of food. And maybe if they turn all the way to the right, they get a bunch of food.
Yeah.
And then you have, say, you're leading them with the stick.
Yeah.
So eventually you remove the stick and replace it with something like a snap or a clap.
Yeah.
Or
hey, up.
Yes.
You hear a lot of that.
And all of a sudden you have an animal that can turn in a circle when you do what you just did.
That's right. And that's called classical conditioning.
Well, it starts with operant and moves into classical conditioning.
Operant, then capturing, then shaping, then classical conditioning.
And capturing and shaping are part of operant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Should we talk about Christian the Lion, I guess?
I don't see how we can't.
It is real, people. If you've seen this on the YouTube, it is not made up.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
You realize what you're saying here, man.
Dude, it's as real as, anything in history that happened.
Okay.
I've seen the documentary about it. And I don't think it was Christopher Guest who directed it. I can't remember the name of it. Christian the Lion, something like that. You've seen it on YouTube in the 1969, late 60s. A couple of Aussies, John Rindell and Ace Bork, bought a lion from a department store in London.
Harrods.
Didn't know they sold lions back then.
Harrods does.
Really?
Yeah.
It was sort of the hit of London at the time. It was like the swinging 60s, and these dudes were known for having this lion and like throwing parties and stuff. It was like pretty cool. And the lion got bigger, of course, and they had to release it into the wild with the help of the Born Free people. And then there's, of course, the famous video where they went to visit this lion, was it years later?
It was 1973 or 2, I think. 1972.
I'm not sure when they released him, but it was quite a while later. And
it was a few years.
The lion jumps up and like hugs the guys.
It was amazing.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Are you sure it's real?
I'm as sure that that's real as that you're real.
Huh.
Otherwise, the biggest hoax has been pulled over the world.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think the Howard Hughes biography was tops Christian.
Yeah, that was
Lion.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as Debbie points out, for every Christian the Lion, there's a Siegfried and Roy.
Yes, which we already kind of covered, but I think we should go a little more into it.
Yeah, there's some different theories out there.
So in 2003, they were Siegfried and Roy were doing their thing, and apparently they had I think 3,000 of these performances under their belts already.
Yeah.
They were working with Montecore, who was one of their tigers, who they'd raised from a cub, and he was now 7 years old. So they knew this tiger intimately, like they were its parents for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, and that's one of the keys, too, with lion taming is that you raise them from a cub. They're not going out and getting these tigers from the savannah that are grown and then taming them.
So the Simpsons were wrong in that respect.
Sure.
But so during this performance, something happened. Montecore grabbed Roy by his windpipe and dragged him off stage. From the outset, Roy, by the way, is now partially paralyzed and has a crushed trachea because of this. But from the outset, from the moment he regained consciousness, Roy said, "Do not destroy Montecore." He was like, something happened. He wasn't trying to hurt me. He was trying to protect me.
Yeah.
And he was just dragging me away from whatever it was. Roy suggested that possibly he had a stroke and that freaked out the tiger.
Yeah.
The tiger picked up on it. It's also been theorized that a woman, this is almost like the lone gunman theory.
Actually, this is the one I believe.
A woman with a beehive hairdo sitting toward the front row, or possibly in the front row, was like distracted and confused the tiger.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe the tiger was trying to get Roy away from the beehive.
Well, what happened, the accounts I read, is that this tiger became transfixed on this lady and started walking toward the lady. And so Roy jumped in between them, and the tiger grabbed a hold of his wrist at this point, and Roy bopped him on the nose with a microphone, was going, "Release, release." And he released him, and he fell backward at that point. And I think that's when the tiger, I keep wanting to say lion, that's when he thought that Roy was in trouble, because it was a big brouhaha all of a sudden with him falling over.
Yeah.
People rushed out there, and in the confusion, they think that he grabbed him like you would grab a baby kitten around the neck to pull it off stage.
Yeah.
So I believe that.
That sounds sensible.
But he didn't let go. Like they sprayed him with this fire extinguisher, and they beat him with the fire extinguisher until he let go. And cut his, what do you call it? The
windpipe.
Yeah, no, but the bleeder, the
jugular?
The jugular.
Yeah. Well, Roy's still alive. He survived. And they actually had a final performance in 2009, 6 years later.
With Montecore?
With Montecore.
Yeah, because he's still alive.
Yep. And he was at the Secret Garden and Dolphin Habitat. I've been there.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty awesome.
Where is this?
It's in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what hotel it's at, but...
Well, the Mirage is where they performed.
But I feel like it may be at the Mirage.
Right.
I can't remember. It's also possible it was at another place. But anyway, they have their lions and a couple tigers. They have a bunch of stuff. And it's sad because it's a small zoo. but I'm sure these animals are treated better than the average animal at a zoo.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're in these enclosed habitats.
Well, they get investigated just like modern circuses do. I think there are routine checks by which government agency is it? Do you remember?
The USDA.
The USDA does that?
They do circuses, zoos, that kind of thing.
Okay.
The thing is if you're an animal welfare group, you probably don't think the USDA is doing enough.
Yeah.
And even if they are following the letter of the law, you probably think the letter of the law isn't strong enough.
Yeah.
And supposedly every single major circus in the United States has been cited for violating the Animal Welfare Act.
Yeah.
So I think the whole concept behind lion taming and lion training is fascinating for most people, but then you take another step further and you're like, these are wild animals in captivity. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why is your head in its mouth?
Exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up, because then in the introduction there's a pretty good description of what a lion can do.
What can a lion
A
do?
lion's mouth can open up wider than your head is tall, a foot, 30 centimeters. It's also capable of crushing a bull's spine.
I love that reference. That just sounds tough.
It is
Like
tough.
the spine of a bull.
Yeah. And the claws are about 3 inches long.
Pretty serious stuff.
So, I mean, yeah, this is very serious stuff if you're a lion trainer. But at the same time, it's like, how do you justify having this act? What's the act for? What's it doing?
Yeah.
Or is it protecting? Is it conserving? What
Is it raising awareness?
I think people are demanding more explanation than they did in, say, the time of Clyde Beatty.
Well, yeah, because back then it was fun to poke and prod things that you thought were unusual and exotic, and there wasn't a lot of respect for it. Like the initial circuses, before there were these acts, I think they had horse acts, but it was mainly like, look at these animals in cages that you've never seen before.
Exactly. And look, there's a pygmy.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
a bearded lady.
Right.
And that guy stinks.
So,
And I think Isaac Van Jerk was the first guy to put his head in the mouth too, right?
he was.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the lion didn't finish that job.
Right.
Hey, everybody, here's a fact for you. In the United States, there is a break-in every 26 seconds, and that means that somewhere right now, an intruder is getting closer. And the problem with most security systems is that they only alert you after the break-in has started, and that's too late.
Well, that's what makes SimpliSafe different. They use alerts. SimpliSafe's US-based live agents, they identify threats on your property and help deter them before they actually break in. So the intruder never gets into your house. The crime is stopped before it even starts.
That's right. And another great thing about SimpliSafe is they have no long-term contracts. They give you peace of mind and great value with their monitoring deterrence plans, because they just start at about $1 a day.
Yeah, SimpliSafe sent us a setup years back, and I still use mine every day.
Yeah, and apparently setup, you can do it by yourself in under 30 minutes. So it's a really good value and it doesn't take long.
So if you want to experience the SimpliSafe peace of mind, you can take advantage of the SimpliSafe discount offered to Stuff You Should Know listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/stuff. That's half off at simplisafe.com/stuff. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. You know, it's hard to believe that the first phone call ever happened over 150 years ago. Just think about that, Chuck.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I'm Gen X, so I grew up talking on the phone with my friends in high school and stuff, and it was a really fond memory.
And over all these years and all these phone calls, AT&T has been there, connecting people in meaningful ways. And this is more than a story of technological innovation. It's a story of human connection.
That's right. Over that 150 years, there's been a lot of connection with people, whether it was me in high school or family connecting with one another long distance or those long distance relationships. And AT&T has been there for it all. Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
Man, we have like a whole suite of circus art stuff.
Do we?
Human Cannonball.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we have several others.
Circus arts.
Yeah, that's what it's called. If you even look on the channel, it's entertainment.howstuffworks.com/art/circus arts.
Wow.
It has a sub-channel, Circus Arts sub-channel at How Stuff Works, because that's the kind of site it is. And if you go to that sub-channel, you don't even need to do that. You can go to the search bar on the homepage at howstuffworks.com and type in lion taming, and it'll bring up this article.
Yeah, I know we talked about something else because I mentioned that I go to the Big Apple Circus when it comes through town.
Yeah.
I remember talking about that. And that's the one where they have like a horse. They still have the equestrian show and like dogs jumping through hoops. But other than that, it's like clowns and jugglers and like the Cirque du Soleil feats of strength. No animals, no big cats.
People on the run from the law.
Yeah, it's not like the gaudy Ringling Brothers now. Good Lord.
I haven't seen the circus in, I can't even tell you how long.
You should check out the Big Apple Circus.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's neat.
All right, we'll check it out.
It's like very small and intimate. It feels like what you might expect a circus 100 years ago to be like.
Will you send me an email when it's coming?
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I said search bar, by the way.
All right. So that means listener mail?
Yeah.
This is from, I'm going to call this, we helped someone kick heroin. Did you read this?
Awesome.
Hey guys, I've been meaning to write you for a very long time. I've been listening to you pretty much since day one, learning and loving every step of the way. However, it was almost a year ago I chose to check myself into drug treatment. See, I am a Marine, female Marine, no longer active duty, but when I was injured, I was given a lot of painkillers and ended up getting addicted to those, and that eventually led to me getting strung out on heroin for years. What does this have to do with you? Well, heroin detox is one of the worst things you can imagine. We were not allowed to listen to music or watch TV or pretty much do anything but classes and groups. I agree that it helped me being in a media blackout, but I did beg the staff to let me listen to you guys. To my amazement, my doctor was a fan of yours and approved it.
Awesome.
So while I was going through the worst of it, you were both there with me. I will spare you the details. So August 15th is not only...
I think we've both seen the Seinfeld where Elaine's dating the guy who's kicking heroin.
Did she date a guy kicking heroin?
Yeah, don't you remember?
I don't think I remember that.
You should check that one out. Sorry, go ahead.
So now August 15th is not only my birthday, I'm 29 this year, but also my first birthday off drugs.
Oh, congratulations.
I wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and I'm going to go back and listen to them all again. I know it is a lot to ask, but a shout-out would make my day.
Dude.
And Elaine Turley.
Elaine, don't tell me that's a coincidence.
Well, it's A, spelled with an A.
Oh,
Elaine.
okay.
She says Semper Fi from Elaine Turley.
That's awesome.
And then she says, P.S. Marines are the few and the proud. Female Marines are the fewer and the prouder.
Nice.
So, way to go, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
And when I say man,
Elaine.
I mean lady.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kicked heroin with us. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Can't even think about that.
Wow, man, that was a mind blower, Chuck.
Pretty good one.
If you have a mind-blowing story that relates to us, even if it doesn't, that's cool. But if it does, wow, that's even better. You can tweet to us at SYSK Podcast. That's our Twitter handle. Facebook.com/StuffYouShouldKnow is where we dwell on Facebook. You can also send us an email to stuffpodcast@discovery.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit howstuffworks.com.
Every parent should know the car ride soundtrack. Are we there yet? How much longer? I'm bored. Well, if you're taking an extensive car ride anywhere and you've downloaded the Lingo Kids app prior to leaving the house, you may experience something strange, right, Chuck?
That's right. You may experience silence from the back seat. Your kid may go an entire car ride without asking once if they were there yet. How about that? And by chance of miracle, they may even ask if you could drive longer.
Yeah, that's the magic in Lingo Kids. Over 4,000 interactive games, songs, and shows, including their favorite Disney characters. It turns the longest drives into the easiest ones, and honestly, you won't understand why you didn't download it sooner.
That's right. Lingo Kids is the #1 entertainment platform for young kids, and it's free to download. Or go plus with the Lingo Kids subscription and unlock even more content your kids won't be able to get enough of. You can save up to 60% on the yearly plan. Just search Lingo Kids in the App Store or Google Play. Lingo Kids, everything kids love. You know, you could be adored by everyone and still completely ignored by your cat. Trust me, I know. But if you feed your cat Sheba, you can go from being ignored to truly adored in 12 days, guaranteed, or your money back. Sheba has a full menu of products, appetizers, entrees, treats, even a kitten's menu. It's so cute, so Sheba has a product for even the pickiest eater. Like Sheba Puree, it's made with bone broth, their chef-inspired flavors. It's got a smooth and creamy texture that cats love and contains no corn, wheat, soy, or artificial flavors. It's food that your cat's gonna love. To learn more, check out Sheba.com. That's SHEBA.com.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.